Next, we felicitate Ms. Romila Sudhakar, Product Specialist and Applied Neuroscience Tutor associated with Epastashla, e-learning. She represents an important intersection of learning science and education delivery, an area that has become increasingly relevant for students and educators today. We are delighted to honor her with this award. May I request Ms. Romila Sudhakar to kindly come forward.
It's nice to be back home. I'm a daughter of this house in every way. So like I always say, I was raised here. And வீட்ல ஒரு principal, இங்க ஒரு principal. So அப்பா Loyola professorன்றதுனால இங்க சொல்றதே தான் அங்கேயும் I have to follow. அங்கேயும் எனக்கு அதே assignment தான், அங்கேயும் எனக்கு அதே deadline தான். அதனால எனக்கு டபுளா நான் வந்துட்டு I'm a double Loyolite. So I think today I made my father very happy that I got something from Gautam sir. My father's always, pointed him out in the corridors of Loyola and said, see, you know how he used to be in his classroom, you know how he cracked his exams, everything he has told me. So I'm very honored today. That was a very unexpected honor and an absolute pleasure to see Chinnapan sir and to see sir in very good health and to be with Vijay Anna and my junior here. I said, I remember your face, man, your face just stands so distinct from me. I remember him as a very younger person though. I walked in, I was hugging Tanya ma'am, and I'm very happy to see all my lovely friends here and my teachers, Alexa, Milton sir, sir, everything sir. Adiklam sir taught us, photography. He taught us the basics of cinematography and all. We will never forget all our experiences with him. And like I always say when I come back to Loyola or at any orientation, I had the lovely opportunity to work here 9 or 10 years, after being a student much later. So I always felt every day walking around the department and the campus, I work with the very best of minds. In each subject specialization, each one has something very unique to offer. And I always tell my students, beyond the subject that teacher is handling for you, it may or may not be the forte of that teacher. But beyond that, each teacher here has this brilliant brain, and that is something that you have to pick and make use of it. As you're walking each day, Loyola, the grounds, the campus, the people here offer 10,000 opportunities. If you're just not squeezing it like a lemon, as you're walking across this campus, you are absolutely losing something, I would say. So just make use of every day, every hour, every half an hour, every 2 classes, every break time. Have these most brilliant conversations, picking each other's heads, teachers, professors, beyond your subject. And I think you would have enriched your life beyond anything. And more than all of these things, what I really feel proud of my 9 or 10 years here is the 350 startups that I worked with personally for my students. Whatever was the subject, I just made sure, a few consultancies, a few startups happened in every batch. And I think about 50 might have closed down from the lack of feedback I get from them. But I'm sure about 290 to 300 are running. I still get the cupcakes and the muffins from the girls who run their bakery still. I still get the customized gifts every Diwali and every birthday. So many of them, close to 280, 290, are doing very well. Their startups are still running. Many people have told me, particularly like from Gautam sir's department, many people have told me, ma'am, this should have become a book. This is exactly what happens in many top MBA schools. You're doing it very silently inside your classroom. I never had the time to do it, to document all that. But I'm just happy those businesses, those consultancies are still running. Kids are doing their work. Those companies are growing. Their turnovers are happening. Small, medium, large, but it's going on. So that is something that I'm very proud that I gave back this institution that gave me everything. எங்க அம்மா எப்பவுமே சொல்வாங்க, நீ சாப்பிட்ட சாப்பாடு Loyola, நீ போடுற துணி Loyola, உன் புக்ஸ் Loyola, உன் ஃபீஸ் Loyola, உன் வாழ்க்கை Loyola. சரிமா? அதனால அதுமே தான், அதுவும் Loyola. So, but then there was one more message that I really wanted to come back today, because when you come back to your alma mater, you bring something of value. I wanted to bring father to lovely plants. I'm going to wrap up in 60 seconds. So I wanted to bring 2 lovely plants. I didn't have time. I will send it on Dunzo. But one thing that I wanted to today leave with the message is that In my graduating year, I had the honor of getting my degree from P. Chidambaram. And thanks to Father Jerome, I did top that semester. And just surviving 3 years without one arrear is bigger than any other gold medal that I've got in my life. Truly, with Father Jerome. So that semester, when I topped the final semester and I was on, I still remember that graduating valedictory speech that was given. They said, to be a Loyalite, it's not about the number of IAS officers we have created. It's not about the number of, CEOs we have created. It's a number of first generation learners, number of first, children of widows who are successful. It's a number of, rural background students that are empowered today. It's a number of women who are empowered. And that has stayed with me since 2004 when I graduated. It has stayed with me as something that tangible impact this institution does at a mass level. As a Loyalite, I should do at a micro level each day. And that has stayed with me. And today, as I work, I continue to work in life coaching space. I continue to use semantics, as we would discuss with Milton's. I continue to use NLP. I use all of it. But I realize that working on the internal aspects of life, working on the relationship, the family structure has become increasingly important, increasingly the challenge of today. And I think, going forward 10 years, 20 years, a Loyalite would be marked by their successful family life, by their successful relationships, that the Loyalites of the future will be called as the sons and daughters, the men and women who have successful family systems. And I want that legacy for Loyola. I want that legacy for Loyola Viscom. I'm telling it on the day of maybe Vijay's news announced yesterday on TV. I mean, the news is still evolving, so we don't know what is the truth behind it, how it will evolve. But Vijay pati nama nariya pesumbodhu, I wish today or tomorrow we get some news that, maybe things are resolved. I think the legacy of Loyola going forward should also be emotional intelligence, relationship intelligence. I really think Thomas sir should give us an infographic assignment about, Belgium's divorce rates, which are, 90%, or Europe's divorce rates, which are, hitting about 70 to 80%. Ma'am should give, assignments on how to identify red flags for girls and also boys. I think boys also need it. So increasingly, relationship, families, the structure of families, being able to navigate the different challenges of life and still have a successful family life should be the mark of a good Loyalite. Kannadasan சொன்னதோட முடிச்சிடுறேன். கண்ணதாசனோட பொண்ணுக்கு வரன் வந்தப்போ லாயலா பையன் வந்தாராம். ஸோ லாயலா பையனா என் பொண்ணு நல்லா இருப்பான்னு அவர் சொன்னாராம். ஸோ அது வந்துட்டு in the future also should happen என்றதோட I will wrap up today. Thank you.